Thank you all so much for coming. Hopefully you are in the right location, that you are here for study abroad for economics majors. My name is Derek Shepard. I'm the study abroad advisor, one of 3 study abroad advisors in our office. I advise for programs in Scandinavia, Asia, Africa, Middle East, and domestic programs, and then randomly kind of Russia and Germany in there too. We're all regionally based advisors, or focused advisors, I should say. So if you are interested in a major in economics, community economics credit, as we'll talk about, there may be a lot of programs, and you may be wanting to meet with all 3 of us advisors at some point to discuss. So at any time, if you have questions, go ahead and feel free to chime in. I'll probably stop at various points and ask questions. Should no more than 30 minutes in this presentation, and there'll be some time for questions at the end as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So kind of the benefits of why should you study abroad is definitely an opportunity to gain real world experience on your career path, develop cross-cultural competency. I'm not sure how many of you have had a chance to study abroad yet. And if you have, that's great. And if you haven't, that's fine too. We have students that study abroad multiple times, really just a great way to kind of build your skills, your knowledge, and just see a different part of the world. If you're interested in learning another language, in addition to taking economics classes, we have a number of programs throughout the world where you can also kind of learn a lot about another language too. So keep in mind that there's a lot of opportunities to really kind of grow and learn, in addition to kind of boosting your resume, if you will. We have about, I think we're over 40% of UNC students will study abroad in the college at least once during their 4 years. And we have many students that study abroad multiple times. So you're in a good company if you do decide to study abroad. Kind of recommended programs. We actually have a few programs in particular that are really economics focused. We've got UNC Economics in Croatia. This is a 6-week program with Dr. Balaban. So if you were interested in going over there and taking 6 credits, this is a great opportunity. I think they have like an outing, a field trip kind of stuff too, where you get to explore a little bit. So it's not just in the classroom all the time. So if that's interesting to you, definitely look into that. You can find information on our website, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. But here are kind of the dates of the program as well. Any kind of specific questions too, you can reach out to Dr. Balaban for that. We also have economics in Scandinavia. So if you want to go over and be in Stockholm, then this would be a great opportunity for you to explore. Students will take 6 credits over there, usually 6 credits. It's a 6-week program. I believe the first 3 weeks would be taking a class with UNC, and then the other 3 weeks you'd be taking a class with DIS, which is a partner provider. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit too. So all this information can be found on our website in addition to more details. But these are 2 programs if you're interested in going summer 2022, you might want to look into. In fact, our application cycle right now is open for summer 2022, as it is for fall and academic year 2022 and 2023. So feel free to look in our programs and apply right now. Other featured summer programs in Europe, these are just a list here too. IES is a partner provider. We'll talk about what that means. We've got College Year Athens. We send a lot of students over to Athens during that program. And then of course, London School of Economics is a great one too, as you all are probably aware. By no means are these the only programs that you can do. These are just some summer ones that we highlight as well. We also have more kind of featured semester programs of economics. So really this list just shows you that if you are interested in getting major or minor economics credit, there's a lot of places throughout our kind of 400 or so programs that we have listed on our study abroad site. So do take a look at that. There's pre-approved courses as well. I think I'll mention that in a little bit too. So we've got some programs where you can kind of know ahead of time what credit you'd get and what that would transfer back to. I will say, having advised here in our programs for the last 4.5 years, that there's a lot of places that you can go and get economics credit. So if I were you, I would kind of consider, where do you want to go geographically speaking, and then how can we kind of make economics credit work for you there. So a lot of my programs too. Singapore is a great one in Asia if you're looking for a top-notch university too, but this is just a small little sampling. Academics and credit. While you're abroad, you can earn elective credit, gen ed credit. You automatically get your EE. So if just by studying abroad, whether that's a 4-week program, a 6-week program, or a year-long program, you automatically get your experiential education gen ed knocked out. Definitely possible, which is why we're talking about this, to get economics credit while you're abroad. So definitely consider doing that. We always encourage students to meet with your academic advisor just to make sure that you are on track to graduate and that studying abroad will fit in your academic plans. Even if you're a transfer student, if you're pre-med, there's definitely opportunities to study abroad, and especially for economics majors. As I mentioned, you can go to our website. There's a list of pre-approved courses. I don't have that link kind of on me right now, but you can go over there to look under our credit section, and you can search by either the major or minor that you're interested in, or actually look at various universities. Say you're interested in London School of Economics, you can search there and see all the different courses, not just economics majors, economics credit that's been approved, but other types of credit as well. Yeah, if it's not pre-approved, don't let that dissuade you from going there or considering studying abroad. If you have any questions too, like I said, email me or the other two study abroad advisors if you're interested in their region, and we can tell you if getting courses there would be likely. Yeah, whole section on our website too of academics abroad, just to be able to find a lot more about the credit transfer process and how that works. We might talk a little bit about that here too. Program costs. So financial aid and scholarships, in addition to what kind of credit can I get? Usually the most common question we get from students is, what kind of financial aid, what kind of support is there? During pre-pandemic time, our office gives out roughly $1 million to UNC students annually to study abroad. That money is primarily need-based. So if you are, if the Office of Scholarship and Student Aid designates you as kind of like a 1 or 2 on their scale, there's definitely a decent chance you'd get some kind of funding from our office. Doesn't mean that if you are 3 to 5 that you wouldn't, but we have a lot of need-based financial aid. Now we do have merit-based scholarships as well. For example, one in Asia, we've got called the Phillips Ambassador Scholarship. That's a $6,000 scholarship to study abroad. So that might be something that you'd want to consider doing as well. And we also have just kind of random ones too. So Harris Teeter, for example, gives, I think, about $40,000 to UNC study abroad. And so if you worked at Harris Teeter, or you have a loved one who worked at Harris Teeter, you're eligible for that. All of this is the scholarship. You don't have to have these separate scholarship applications. It's all included in a program application. So if you applied to, say, University of Copenhagen in Denmark, that would actually be included in that application on our website too. So any kind of financial aid questions you may have, how does your financial aid travel with you? My colleague Sharon Beers, who works in our office and Office of Scholarship and Student Aid, would be happy to answer any questions. Here is her email. You can also go to our website and make an appointment with her there as well. So she does take advising appointments. I will say that your financial aid goes with you when you go abroad for the academic year or for a semester, whether that be spring or fall. When it comes to summertime, it's a little bit more restricted as far as loans and scholarships. The only exception to all of that would be if you are receiving a work study scholarship or grant that way, then that would not go with you when you go abroad during the academic year. Might even be in the next slide. So, okay, how to apply. So steps to apply. This is a great first step, just to kind of give a little bit of information of kind of some of our programs, what you might want to look out for in looking for economics programs. You can attend one of our Study Abroad 101 sessions. Actually, we have on our website, we've got a whole web series of just 101 videos that are broken down in like a couple minutes on YouTube. So definitely check that out. All kinds of questions of how do I apply, what's in an application, when do I apply, what's the best time to apply, etc. Definitely look into that. Of course, research programs, you can go to our website and search for programs on there. You do not require to meet with the study abroad advisor, but if you would like to do that, we have 20-minute advising appointments. We host those primarily virtually, but we do have drop-in hours on Thursdays. I believe it's from 11 to 1. We have drop-in hours every Thursday. I do drop-in hours over Zoom, and my 2 colleagues do in person at the Study Abroad office, which is located at the FedEx Global Education Center on the 2nd floor. Then complete a Study Abroad, Heals Abroad application. Once that happens, we'll then approve you. Some programs can be competitive, but most, I would say, aren't. We want to get you abroad. We want to get you on your top choice program, but it's good to have backups. Once we approve you, depending on the type of program, if it's not a faculty-led program, then there'll be a subsequent host application that will give you instructions on how to complete. And in my 4.5 years of doing this, I've never nominated a student and had them be rejected from the host institution. It's just a formality to be able to be accepted, and then they'll help you with the visa process and signing up for courses, housing, et cetera. So that's kind of the process. You'll then sign the study abroad contract, which kind of commits you to the program. We then help you with pre-departure orientation, where you get to meet all the other students that are going abroad with you from UNC, and some programs have quite a few, some programs just a couple. So that's kind of the process, and we also do some re-entry stuff to help you as you navigate back, in addition to, of course, processing your transcripts. So what's on an application? Programs led by UNC you can apply entirely in Heals Abroad on our website. Usually we'll have there's a $50 non-refundable application fee. Sometimes we'll have a letter of recommendation, although we've tried to do away with letters of recommendation for the most part. We understand it's difficult to connect with professors during the pandemic, so we've done away with most of those. Sometimes it's a language program, they might require you to do a letter of recommendation. Like I said, there's a subsequent host application if it's not a faculty-led program, and we'll walk you through all those too. But our application, we've had students do it in like a day or less. It shouldn't take you too long. There is an official transcript if it is not a UNC faculty-led program. So if it's an exchange program or partner provider, then you'll have to kind of get a transcript, and those usually cost, I think, $10 to $15 from the registrar. So that's something that you'd have to do. Instructions on how to do that are in an application when you apply, so don't worry about that now. Some different kind of disclaimers, waivers that you'd sign in there, and that's kind of about it. We have 2 application cycles as well. I'm not sure if the next slide is going to be that way here too. Yep, great. Application cycles. Right now we are accepting applications for summer, fall, and academic year. So if you are interested in going summer 22, fall 2022, or academic year 22-23, now's when you'd apply. Yeah, our applications close on February 10th. So that's kind of the cycle right now. We just did a pre-departure orientation for our students that are studying abroad in spring, and they'll be heading out shortly here at the beginning of the new year. So yep, these are our program dates. Any questions about that, feel free to let us know. A couple of programs, if you're interested in going in the spring, they actually have earlier deadlines than, say, that September 10th time. If you're interested in Singapore, in my region, or Hong Kong, those usually end at the end of August. So keep that in mind. But for most regions, it's September 10th is the deadline. So also know that applying to a program does not lock you into that program. There's just a $50 non-refundable application fee. So that's all that you would be kind of out that way, which is not insignificant. If you applied and do not want to accept the program, we let you know about the commitment date a little bit later on. And so that's after we approve you and you've gone through that process. So as I mentioned, our website, please check that out. You can just do a Google search for UNC Study Abroad. We show up there as well, but here's our website. So studyabroad.unc.edu, all the different tabs on there. There's a lot of relevant information for you, for family members. So go check that out. We've got all kinds of information when it comes to academics abroad, how that whole process works, how you receive credit, in addition to being able to book advising appointments with me or my colleagues on there too, and relevant financial aid information. We also got a section on there too of like COVID. So if you have questions about COVID and vaccinations and what it's like to kind of go abroad, definitely take a look there. In fact, if you see in the picture here, these are 2 students that studied abroad in South Korea in fall of 2020. So we've been actually sending students to South Korea during the pandemic, kind of nonstop. So, but these are 2 students that studied abroad there. A lot of opportunities to really go abroad. In 2020, we had, in 2021, I think we only had like 13 or 15 countries approved. Now we have over 33 programs approved for spring, and I anticipate that will continue to grow as a lot of countries become vaccinated as well. So keep that in mind. Any questions? I'll just kind of stop here briefly before we go on. Any questions? Feel free to use the chat as well too. All right, I'll continue on, but feel free to type in chat. Once you go to our website, you'll also find different programs, excuse me. Our portal is Heals Abroad, so healsabroad.unc.edu. You can get through that through our main site, but when you start looking for programs, this is where it'll kind of take you, and then you can search for various programs. we've got between 350, 400 programs in our database. We've got a lot. And as I mentioned too, whether that be just for economics, if you're interested, or if you're wanting to do like an internship or research or whatever that may be, we've got a lot of opportunities to do. I'm thinking of economics. I had a year ago here, I had a couple students do, or 2 years ago, I had them do an IES program. They're a partner provider. They did an IES program in Shanghai in economics and like internship entrepreneurship program as well. So that was pretty neat that they did. Just a whole host of programs out there. So if you have any questions too, like I said, reach out to me or other advisors. We're happy to help out. This is an advanced search. I actually like using the simple search on our website because the simple search, the advanced search, sometimes when you start putting a bunch of criteria, it can kind of come up with nothing, but check out both too. Simple search, you can just put in the term, the location, but as you can see from this picture, we've got, if you're interested in a field site or an internship or research, whatever that may be, you can kind of select that and then do a search and find out a lot of programs in the region, or excuse me, around the world that you may be interested in too. So. All right, health and safety. As I mentioned, we've been sending students to a lot of countries during the pandemic. I'm thinking of Scandinavia, for the most part in Denmark. We've sent students to South Korea. So we continue to monitor the CDC website, the government website, State Department, to make sure that we've done our due diligence to send students to places that we feel that they'd be safe. We also have a process of getting countries approved by the Provost's office. So the Provost's office will look over programs, look over countries to see if it's okay to kind of send students there, if they feel comfortable doing that. Just know that we've been, we take this very seriously and try to provide students with the best information that we can. I've been dealing with the pandemic since mid-January of 2020, when we had to cancel programs in China, and then also working to bring our students home during that spring 2020 program. As I mentioned, we're able to kind of send students abroad now, and that continues to open up too. I anticipate that being the case. But I will say that while we hope that programs will be in person for students, a number of places you may be able to get into the country, but your program may be either a hybrid or online, and taking classes that way. Our students that were in South Korea, they've for the most part been doing online courses there, but they have been able to explore the country, the area. So a little bit of trade-offs. I think though that is changing and opening up more so in a lot of countries where where the majority of your classes, if not all of them, would be in person too. But you can check with your study abroad advisor if you have any questions on how the program may work that you're interested in too. And of course, any faculty-led summer program ones, those would be in person that you'd be doing, the ones that I mentioned and highlighted to begin with. Any questions around COVID? All right, I'll continue on. So definitely stay in touch with our office. Go to our website. I think there's a questionnaire you can fill out there too, just to select your interest. And if we send out newsletters, we don't bombard your email, so it's not like you'd be receiving an email every day from us. But we do, if you are interested in studying abroad at some point in the future, maybe not quite yet, but you want to know what's going on, definitely check that out. Yeah, we have a monthly newsletter as well. So you can sign up for that. We do have students that do Instagram takeovers. So follow us on Instagram, on Facebook. You can hear all kinds of stories from students that are studying abroad now. And we also have a frequently asked questions section on there too. So any questions you may have, we try to address those. All right. That's it for my presentation. Any questions you may have? A lot of this is kind of more general to study abroad, but if you have any questions specifically about programs, I'll do my best to answer them or direct you in to the right people. And feel free to leave if you don't have any questions. No worries.
Sorry, I'm Imelda, my daughter. Yeah. My question: you have programs in what was that? Scandinavian and Croatia. How about London?
Yes. Yeah, we have programs in London as well. I'll just go ahead and stop
for the 6 weeks, right? Okay.
Yeah, we've got, I'm not sure about 6 weeks if we've got those there too, but I think we do have summer programs over there. So I would say that you can definitely find those on our website. So